I cannot be certain when this particular video will be edited and uploaded, so season's greetings. I trust you're well, you and your family and those that you love and care for. I'm in my garden as always, and today I'm going to be tackling another one of these Chinese windmill palm trees. You saw in one of my previous videos how I pruned it back quite severely because it's in an area where there's a lot of footfall in the garden, and I have another one of these to tackle. In fact, I have another two, and as you can see, I normally do this every couple of years, really prune it back hard. As you can see, it almost resembles to me a pineapple, but I'm going to show you the one I'm going to be tackling today, and here it is. I have another one. This area of the garden is a little overgrown. I have some grass-like plants. You can make out the palm in this area here. I'm going to cut that back and tidy this area up. But to the left or on this side, I have some grasses that I'm going to cut back as well. You might possibly dig some of those out, to be honest, okay? So I'll just bring you closer in towards the grass. In essence, it's really a bamboo, this one. Although it doesn't get too tall, it gets to a height of about 8 feet tall approximately. At least that's what it's been in my garden. Sesa palmatum. It's a bamboo. And it's sort of... I'm going to take some clumps. I'm going to, I think I might dig out a lot of this, to be very honest, but I might put them into containers just so that I can contain it, because the runners do spread. Unlike the black bamboo, which really doesn't have much spread, this particular one, as you can see, is sort of running to all different parts of the garden, and so I'm going to dig out most of this, and I think I'm going to plant it into a pot. So this is the section of the garden I'm going to be working on today, and just listen to the birds and the children playing in the background there, and I'll show you what this looks like once I'm done. So as you can see there, it's really quite overgrown, and it's time for me to tidy up. So here goes. This palm here has some incredibly spiky stems. Can you see them? They are really quite vicious all along here. And so what I'm aiming to do with this one here is, where we've had it over these years, it's grown taller, and I do every few years cut the lower palm leaves down, and the trunk, as the trunk grows. Once I've cut the main leaf off, I then pull this away from the trunk, and then with my secateurs cut close. So I'll show you again. I pull it away from the trunk, loosen it from the trunk, and cut back, just to make it a little friendlier in the trunk area. Now I haven't got those sharp spikes in the trunk area, so it's a bit more gentle for family. So I pull back and I snip it as close as I can to the trunk, and then this almost looks like Hessian sack, doesn't it? And then the danger is then removed. So that's what I'm going to do in all of the trunk, in the lower parts. It's all gone now. Okay, so when it comes to cutting the palm itself, what I do here is pretty much the same thing. I get up and close to the palm, and again just pulling it away from the trunk. Let's see if I can get on this side. Okay, I'm just going to wait for that helicopter or plane to fly. Hopefully you can hear me. If you just pull it away from the trunk as much as possible, and then put the secateurs as close in, then it means that you won't leave the stumps when you cut. The spikes on this make it not family friendly, to be honest, but it is a beautiful palm. So again, just pull it away from the trunk. In fact, let me just get rid of this one beneath it first. Pull it away and cut it off, and then the one above it will come away easier. Just pull away. And cut in. Pull away. And cut all the way in. And yes, it's a drastic cutback. Okay. What do you think? The birds have been singing and keeping me company throughout. I've been here for a good couple of hours. I haven't quite finished, but I've done a lot. I've done a lot. I've done a lot. Thank you so much for being with me in the garden. As you can see, progress is being made. There's still a lot to do, so much more to do, but I'm so pleased with how much has been achieved so far. Please do join me on my next video where I will be continuing this project, but as you can see, for now, well, the birds have been keeping me company. I've enjoyed their singing, their songs, their chirping. As you can see, look at the difference. Look at the difference. The trunks have been fully exposed and it has taken me ages. This lovely stuff, this hessian, the birds can use it for nesting. These spikes are really quite lethal. And so now with the trunk exposed, I'm hoping that the birds will take this sort of stuff and use it to line their nests in the springtime. Natural. Look at the difference. I haven't quite finished with the bamboo, but I've managed to get a lot of greenery. I will be taking this off site only because in terms of composting, you can see that the sharp bits are really quite unpleasant. I've been dug a few times already during this process, so I will be taking this off site to compost elsewhere. But overall, I'm very pleased with the project so far. I've yet to finish, and I will also be looking at tidying up this yucca plant as well. So this yucca tree here, with just some of the lower leaves that are browning, I'll be pulling some of those off as well as I continue this project in this specific area. Okay, as always, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you. I read each and every comment. I respond. I thank you for the thumbs up. I thank you for the comments. I thank you for the views. I thank you for being in nature with me. I appreciate you. Keep well, and I'll see you in my next video.